All right, so at the time of this recording, Black Friday is later this week, Cyber Monday is next week, and there are all kinds of deals that have already started online, and they're going to continue all the way through the holiday season. If you've been around my channel for long enough, then you may remember that I jumped on the bandwagon last year and I did a holiday gift guide for creatives, and this year I wanted to kind of get a little bit of a head start out ahead of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And while I know that they are week-long and multi-week long events now, I still wanted to try and get something out to where if you're looking for an idea for a friend, a loved one, that creative in your life. And before we go any further, I want to first say that this is not a repeat of last year. I tried really hard to try and curate some items that I thought would be really good for this year that were not necessarily on last year's video. So most everything on here, except for a couple things, is different, and I tried to do this also in 3 stages. I wanted an under $50, a $50 to $100 section, and then over $100. So let's go ahead and get started with our under $50 list. And some of these items might surprise you, but with the deals that you'll find on Black Friday and Cyber Monday and just holiday season in general, you might pick up some really cool items that you thought were more expensive. Right off the bat though, I want to start with protective items for your electronic devices, specifically for your action devices. And one of my absolute favorite devices lately has been the Insta360 X3. And no, that's not going to be the item that I'm talking about. It's this silicone sleeve that I found on Amazon that, while it's just under $50 and it's not really that rugged or anything, it just adds that extra little bit of layer of security for my peace of mind. Also, the sticky lens guards. Yes, I know they're not that great. They're only plastic, but I would rather set this down on one of those by accident than on the actual lens. Something on the X3 though that you can't really protect all that well is the touch screen. I had a piece of tempered glass that I had put on there, but because it's a curved screen, this one was just, it was moving all around. It never really settled, and I was noticing that I started to get water in it, so I ripped that off. But on my GoPro Hero 10, I was able to get the protective screens to stay on. I actually have 3 on this. I have one on the lens, one on the front-facing screen, and one on the back-facing screen that my daughter has really already tested the ruggedness of. Now, my number 2 item in the sub $50 range feeds a little bit off of the action camera game, but it actually can be used for a lot more devices than you think. And no, it is not the gooseneck. No, it is not the GoPro clamp. It is actually what is on top of both of those, and that is an action camera tripod adapter that comes with both the feet, so you can put it into any number of GoPro or other action camera feet, and you can then use the 1/4-20 to screw this, or to screw an item onto that. And I have used both the X3 on my GoPro stuff, and I've actually been using my Aputure MC lights onto this, where I can then clamp this either to a light stand or a tripod or a shelf. And these actually come in a 2-pack from Amazon, and it just gives you a way to use some of your other equipment that otherwise might be just sitting on a shelf gathering dust. Items 3 and 4 in this list are actually the first ones to be repeats from last year, and I'm sorry about that, but it's because I think that you can never have enough of these 2 items, and those are memory cards and batteries. So with the memory cards, I have actually really liked these Lexar Professional 1667 128 gigs, the V60s. They are under $50, and they work great. They're a fast write. They write at 250 megabytes per second, but you can also add in micro SD cards for the X3, for the GoPro, anything that takes that. So added memory is always a great gift. And at the same time, you can never have enough batteries for the devices that allow you to switch out batteries. I was able to find Canon R batteries, GoPro batteries, and Insta360 batteries, all for around $50, and especially on sale, you can probably get some of these other off brands that work just as well. But yeah, I think that you can never have enough batteries. And what I would ideally like to do is add 2 more batteries to the X3, and I would actually like to start trading out my batteries for the GoPro for more of these Enduro batteries, just that way I have a little bit more battery life. But batteries and SD cards or memory are my numbers 3 and 4 this year. And so my 5th and final gift idea for under $50 is actually Bluetooth wireless earbuds. I did a video on these Tagries that my wife got me for Father's Day back in June, and I cannot say enough good things about them. I have never really been an in-the-ear earbud kind of person, but since she gave me these, I have loved them. They sound great. They're durable. I have a little bit of control on the earbuds. They're under $50. And one of the cool things is how long this lasts. I usually listen with just one earbud in so that I can do dishes and listen out for my daughter, or I can walk to and from work and I can hear cars or people coming up. But I'm able to use that one earbud for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I have only charged the charging case unit 3 times since I've owned it. The first time, when I first got it, to make sure that it was fully charged. The second time was halfway through the summer, somewhere around August, and I just recently, the other day, charged it for only the 3rd time. So I feel like you get awesome battery life out of this. And something I learned recently, and I probably should have already known this, but there is a way for this to wirelessly charge. It is able to wirelessly charge through the back. I love the little LCD screen that shows you the indication of how charged both earbuds are, as well as the case itself. It's pretty durable, I've tested that. And then if you don't want to charge it via wireless, you do have the USB-C on the bottoms. So if you're not a fan of the Tagries, there are a bunch of different options for under $50 that you don't have to break the bank on to get the Apple AirPods or get something made by another big company. You can get some pretty decent budget wireless earbuds that'll last and will give you all the same features you want, but they won't break the bank. And now moving on to the $50 to $100 mark, and I have 4 items, maybe 5, in this window that I think would make great gifts this year. And starting off, number 1 is a 3 suction cup mount. And there are a bunch of different companies. This one is made by Delkin, there's Tellison, there's a bunch of different ones. And as I'm saying this, I realize that I've actually seen some videos where they say if you're trying to put the X3 or another action camera on your car, you can actually do it with either just one, and it is a little unstable, or you can just do it with 2. But I feel like a 3 suction cup mount is just that much better, because then not only can you use it for your action cameras, if you want to try it, you can put your bigger camera on there and you can get some really dynamic shots. So if you know somebody who loves getting very unique video of their car or other people's cars, I highly recommend a 3 suction cup mount, whether it be the Delkin, the Tellison, something of that nature. And now gift idea number 2 in the $50 to $100 range is, I think, something from last year. I can't be sure. I probably should have rewatched that video to be sure. But anyways, it is an Instacamera and extra film. And my wife has absolutely loved this Fujifilm Instax Mini. There's like the Mini 8, I think they're up to the Mini 11 now. But the thing that Laura loves the most about this is she's able to take a photo in the moment. There's no thinking about it. You just take the picture, you get the old school Polaroid, you shake it, and it's just got that vintage feel to it, and it's just something unique. And we used to do this when we went on more trips, and thanks to the pandemic and then having a daughter, we haven't really traveled that much. But as we gear up to hopefully do a little bit more in 2023, she's already made sure to ask for more film for the camera so that she can capture those unique angles, those unique shots of our fun trip. So I highly recommend the Fujifilm Instax Mini series of Insta cameras and some extra film for it. Now, number 3 in this price range, I don't actually own one of these. I got to use one when we went on our mountain getaway a few weeks ago for Laura's birthday, and that is the Saatchi Dock 5 wireless charging system. It's a docking station that has 5 slots or 4 slots where you can put different devices and you can then wire them in for charging. But then it also has a wireless charging section where you can put your wireless charging needs on. You can put your earbuds, you can put your phone. And what I love about it is it's just so easy to plug things in and have them right there next to the door so that you're able to grab what you need on the way out of the office, on the way out to work in the morning. It's just really nice to have everything right there that you need. So I think that the Saatchi Dock 5 wireless charging station or similar device is a great gift for between $50 and $100. So like I said at the beginning of this section, I thought it was gonna go 4, but I actually decided to break this up into 5 now that I think about it. But they're both very similar, and actually they're kind of similar to one of the options in the first section, and that is more power. And so you can pick up these different kinds of wireless charging devices, battery banks, And it just helps for when the power goes out, you can keep your phone on, you can keep other devices charged up. You can also be on the road, like I'm about to go back to the Okefenokee Swamp in a little bit. And number 5 actually sticks with that power, but let me get something real quick. If you have bought a small electronic device in the last 20 years, then you have gotten a power brick. A lot of these different power warts, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I still have 8 that I've kept, and I've actually gotten more over the years. But aside from these getting old and some of these starting to die, one of the biggest problems with these wall warts has always been that they only charge one device at a time. You only have one USB-A port on all of these, but I've been seeing a lot of ads recently for Anker, and they have these chargers, these power bricks, these whatever you want to call it, that have 2, 3, 4, even 5 ports, so you're able to charge multiple devices at one time. So if you're looking to get rid of your little box full of wall warts, and now that I think about it, I actually have even more because these are just the ones that are not currently being used. But if you're looking for a way to get rid of these, or if you have somebody who's looking for a way to get rid of all of their wall warts, maybe give Anker a try and look at their multiple USB port devices. We've now come to the final section, the most expensive section of my list, and this is going to be $100 or more. I'm not going to cap it at a certain area. And number 1 on this list is actually an action camera. But I'm not going to try and sell you on just the GoPro or just the Insta360 or the DJI. I'm going to recommend that you talk to the loved one or you do your own research and you find an action camera that works for them. If they enjoy doing a lot of action sports and they don't mind having a traditional style camera, then the DJI Osmo and the GoPro would probably be better for them. If they want to have a little more versatility and they like doing a lot more like selfie style stuff, then the X3 and the Go 2 and all the Insta360 cameras are probably better. So I would recommend that you look at the $500 range of GoPros and Insta360s and DJIs. But again, I'm not trying to sell you on one particular brand of action camera, but I think that an action camera, whether it's for BTS or if it's for actual action or even just something as simple as time-lapse, I think that these are a great gift. Gift idea number 2 in the over $100 category for me is actually something that I am using currently, and that is a wireless mic. Again, I'm not going to try and sell you on a particular brand at this point. I personally have really enjoyed the 7 Rhymes DW20 so much that I went out and purchased the DW30 because I wanted that onboard 8 gigabytes of recording in the transmitter. But I really feel that no matter what brand you go with, a good wireless mic system is very key in this day and age, and it can really help take your videos to the next level. My second to last item in the over $100 gift idea group is actually something that kind of goes against something that I brought up in the sub $50 group, but I think that you cannot go wrong with a good set of wired headphones, and I particularly love these, the Rode NTH 100s. These were actually recommended in a video that David Manning did, and he did a lot of good comparisons to where I was like, you know what, I need a good set of wired headphones. And I have really been impressed with these, and I really like them. I love over-the-ear headphones. I've had a couple different brands, but yeah, I think that the Rode NTH 100 wired headphones are a great gift idea because while wireless is really good, there's still sometimes some lag, I feel like. So I really like a good set of wired headphones to complement the wireless earbuds that you may use when you're out and about. We've now made it to my fourth and final item in the over $100 gift idea group. And it's something that, again, piggybacks off of some of the other items, and it's something that I believe I mentioned last year, but it's something that I feel you can't have enough of, and that is more memory, particularly SSD, solid state hard drives. I have a bunch of older external hard drives that are starting to fail, they're starting to do weird things, and I'm really worried about losing that information. So I've been buying as many of these as I can financially. These SanDisk Extreme Pro portable SSDs have been amazing. So amazing that I have 2 personal ones, and I was able to talk work into getting me one for just work. And I just love how durable they are, and I don't worry about a lot of the issues that I was worrying about with my old hard drives. Oh yeah, they also use USB-C so that you can connect. And again, kind of like earlier where I talked about with SD cards and batteries, I just feel like you can never have enough memory, especially as we are all trying to capture all of those moments. So there you have it. That is my gift guide for 2022. If you are looking for something for the content creator in your life, or if you are a content creator looking for an idea of something that you would like to get this holiday season. With Black Friday and Cyber Monday and the weeks that lead up to and follow those coming up, I just wanted to do something to where you could get some really good ideas for somebody or for yourself. But if I missed something that you have either asked for or that you think should have been on one of those 3 lists, I want to hear about it. I would love to hear some different ideas, maybe something that I could have swapped out for, or maybe that I just, I hyped up a little too much. Let me know down in the comments below. As always, thanks for tuning in and checking out this video. If you liked it, please hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it, and I will catch you in another video.